Today I'm going to be reacting to how much money has SML spent on videos.
To luxury cars, Logan has spent a lot of money on videos, but you may be asking how much money exactly has he spent on the channel? In this video, we're going to be answering this question. First, let's start off by looking at how much Logan has spent on the Jeffy birthday videos, because we all know that these are some of the craziest
Those are like the most
high-budget
expensive
SML videos, starting off with Jeffy's 18th birthday, in which they blew up a van, and in the behind the scenes where Logan was explaining the mistakes of the movie, Logan said the van cost them $10,000. That alone was crazy, but they also had to buy a cop car for this video to chase the van, which actually turns out to be a fake cop car, instead being a Dodge Charger disguised as one, which would cost around $50,000 new. And to top it off, they also rented out a prison, or at least a place that looks like one. But this is just the beginning, because the numbers go way up in Jeffy's 19th birthday, where they bought a bus and a real police car this time, and then exploded them. But in Jeffy's 20th birthday, it gets even crazier, because they bought a monster truck and spray painted it Jeffy themed, and then they completely destroy a mobile home. Jeffy's 21st birthday was just as crazy too, because they booked a trip to Vegas with the crew, and then destroyed the Jeffy—
No, they didn't. You dumb. They didn't go to Vegas. They were still in Florida, bro. They didn't go to Vegas. They literally... Exactly. They didn't go to Vegas. They just pretended it was. Bro did not watch behind the scenes to this video, apparently.
Cruiser, which had
They
to
literally
have cost
say
a good
they
amount to
were
set
intentional
up,
stuff.
considering they dropped it from a giant crane, and then blew it up. That was already a crazy amount spent on just Jeffy birthday specials. But next, let's look at how much he spent on the houses they film in. And you will be shocked by the number of houses that Logan has bought. The best starting point would be the SML filming house itself. Logan had bought the house in 2016, and on Zillow, the SML house reportedly cost around $390,000 in 2016. However, with housing prices going up, this house would nowadays cost $718,000. This just goes to show how much Logan cares about his videos, because at the time, it was just him and Chili living together, so they could have bought a much cheaper 2-bedroom house. But he said F that, and decided to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a mansion, with rooms he's never gonna use outside of making videos.
That ain't a mansion, bro. It's a regular house.
Now, once again, I don't have kids. This is literally for Jeffy.
But that's not all, because in Jeffy's swimming pool,
well, now you have a
Logan
kid.
had spent thousands of dollars on a massive swimming pool in the backyard. This would probably bring the total value of the house to a whopping $800,000. And if you think it's absolutely crazy that he dropped that much on the filming house, then get ready to have your minds blown, because he literally bought the exact same house again last year. Logan plans on using this house for different sets, and he's already made both a bank, inside of a plane, and a gas station set.
So I bought an exact replica of the filming house, the original filming house, but this is more of like a new modern floor plan.
Which would mean that this house would cost another $800,000. Now, let's look at some of the other houses that Logan's used for his videos. The first is the Huckerdoo house that Logan bought in 2023, which is right across the street from the main filming house. Most people call this the Huckerdoo house because it's where we see the Huckerdoos live, but it's actually used for a lot more than that. For example, all of the cast's gaming setups for the SML gaming videos are there, and since the house has Logan's house right next to it, this house would probably be valued at around $700,000. But the houses don't stop, because the next house we're gonna look at is Goodman's house in SML movie Goodman's Scooby-Doo. This house is much bigger than the regular SML house.
Yeah,
Just
it's
look at the
a mansion,
room.
obviously.
It's pretty enormous. This leads me to believe that the house is worth around $2 million. The final property that Logan got to make videos with is the iconic apartment. This apartment was a studio with 2 bedrooms, so it would have cost around $2,000 a month to rent. And Logan had lived there for a year and 6 months, totaling to $39,000.
You literally could have just said a year and a half. Why the hell did you? That just bothers me so much. I don't know why. Why is that bothering me? Why didn't he just say a year and a half? He had to say a year and 6 months.
Next, let's look at how
Bro,
much Logan has
I don't know
spent
why
on
that
game
bothers me so much,
consoles, which is one of the most unexpectedly high purchases that Logan has made. So let's begin with the Xbox and PS4 Logan bought for SML short Black Yoshi's Bad Deal, which Logan actually showed off in a Super Luigi Logan vlog.
Hello, I'm Mario, and you're watching Super Mario Logan. And today, we're going to be unboxing the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
At the time, the Xbox One cost $500 and the PS4 cost $400. In SML movie The Call of Duty Problem, Logan bought an entirely new Xbox One with a Wii U for Bowser Jr., which would have cost Logan another $800. Logan bought another Wii U and PS4 for SML movie Black Yoshi's Black Ops 3, and this PS4 was actually a special edition console, which meant it would have cost even more money. This is where Logan just stops caring about how much he spends on consoles, as he shot the Wii U with a crossbow.
Aren't you just so happy? Don't you love it?
Next up, in Bowser Jr.'s 3DS, Logan bought a bunch of consoles like a Game Boy Advance, a Game Boy SP, and 3 new Nintendo 3DS XLs. In SML movie The Nintendo Switch and 1-2 Switch, Logan had bought a brand new Nintendo Switch, which he had destroyed with a buzzsaw.
Damn.
And so he
And
bought another
gone.
one, which means over the span of a week, he bought 2 Nintendo Switches. They actually had to bring poison control in because they had cut through the battery, causing them to breathe in nasty chemicals. Going back to retro consoles, Logan bought a GameCube in 2017 for the video code he's missing. Black Yoshi apparently needed another special edition PS4 when Call of Duty World War II came out, so Logan bought another PS4 for this video. But Black Yoshi could not just settle for one PS4, so in Black Yoshi's Black Friday, he stole 3 PS4s, and of
Didn't Logan give those away though for giveaways?
course, they all have the Call of Duty World War II special editions.
I can't believe I got all this stuff on Black Friday.
Excuse me, sir. Did you pay for any of this stuff?
For Black Yoshi Superpowers and Bad Jeffy, Logan bought 2 more PS4 Pros. And at this point, you might think that Logan has bought enough PlayStations, but you'd be wrong, because when the PS5 released, Logan bought one for Jeffy the Good Boy, which he then proceeded to throw off the balcony.
PlayStation 5 is next. Bye-bye. Let's go check it out, folks.
So Logan bought another one for the same video, and to top that off, he bought an Xbox Series X and an Xbox Series S. This in total would have cost Logan $1,700. Logan's spending only went up after he moved to the new SML channel, and this is exemplified in SML Movie Jr.'s credit card and Jr.'s broken leg, where he bought 2 Xbox Series X's and 2 PS5s. But for Christmas, Logan really went all out for SML Movie Jeffy's Gucci Xbox. Now, like most people, I thought that they just made up the Gucci Xbox for a video, but in researching this, I found that this not only does exist, but it cost $10,000. Why would anyone buy this? I have no idea, but Logan decided it was absolutely necessary for this video, despite only showing it for 10 seconds.
All right, let me see.
Damn.
Xbox! It's a Christmas miracle! Santa Claus is real!
The final 2 big
Sure.
consoles that Logan bought were the Apple Vision Pro and the Nintendo Swap 2, which together would cost $4,000. The other obvious
saying
expense
Nintendo,
that Logan
you're not the one
has
that
is all of his fancy cars
has
that he
the
bought
cease and desist
specifically
letter.
for videos. The hardest part about this is to find out which cars he's actually owned versus which cars he's rented. But in the behind the scenes,
I'm pretty sure most of them he owns.
Logan says that he does own all the cars in the video.
Exactly.
So this would be the best starting point. In the video, Logan shows off Prince Abu Dhabi's Lamborghini Huracan Evo, a Tesla Model X, Richard's Porsche 911, 911, Dougie's Hennessy Exorcist Camaro, Vin Diesel's Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and Elena's Ford Mustang. This cost a grand total of over $635,000. Oh yeah, and we forgot about the PP Cruiser. Let's add another $9,000. But on top of that, there are a few other cars which Logan has bought for videos. Those being Jeffy's Buick Sabre and Richard's Big Mexican Woman, I mean BMW i8, which combined
A big
cost
Mexican woman.
$164,900.
I forgot that's what he said it stands for in the video.
Let's look at
Crazy.
some more obscure things which
Crazy
Logan has
times.
spent money on. The first being Christmas presents in SML movie Happy Merry Christmas. In this video, Jeffy steals Santa's sack and gets all the presents.
That's what she said.
And do I mean all the presents?
Sack?
Another thing Logan spends a lot of money on is renting out locations for a day.
I'm kidding, I
Main
know
two
they're
are
talking
Joseph
about the bag.
Millionaire, Goodman's New Life, and The Life of Goodman. These houses are attractions which you can rent out, like the Great Escape Lakeside House, which costs around $2,000 a day. And we can assume that Goodman's house is probably the same. So in total, since Logan stayed just 1 day in Joseph's house and 2 days in Goodman's house, he would have spent around $6,000 on renting these places. Logan has also rented out multiple exotic vehicles, like a private jet in The Life of Goodman.
This is my private jet. It's fast as fuck. Let me give you a tour of my
It's
jet.
fast as fuck!
Fishing trip, the pirate ship, and Sunken. The private jet is a Dassault Falcon 900, which for 2 hours would cost $20,000 to rent. The boats, which Logan rented out, would cost another $500 to rent. But the next expense we'll be looking at is all of the trips Logan has made to Disney World. And in total, Logan has made a whopping 7 videos going to Disney World. And since Logan had to pay for the entire cruise trips and flights, the total cost would be around $30,000. But the crew
Damn.
haven't just gone to Disney World. They also went to both Epic Universe and
But
Lego
they drive there, I thought. Or maybe he drives, but the rest of the crew flies down.
Land, which
I
would
don't know.
cost another $5,000.
Because I know he doesn't like
But
flying.
another expense we can't just skip over is the payroll for all of the crew members. Now, while there's no exact number confirmed about how much Logan is paying his employees, we can at least do a rough estimate for how much all of them are being paid, based off how much the SML channel is estimated to be making, with them pulling at least 100 million views a month since 2017, at an average YouTube RPM of $5. We can assume the SML channel has been making at least $500,000 a month for the past 8 years. And if we assume
Damn.
just 20% of that covers paying all the crew members, that would be an astounding $100,000 a month. $1.2 million a year, which would come out to $9.6 million across 8 years for payroll to all of the crew members. And this number could be way higher in reality, but it's more of a safe guess and could still be way off. The final expense we're going to look
Still
at
quite
is
a
the
bit,
puppet
though.
collection. And this is
100K?
by far the hardest expense to count.
Wish I got
With us having to
100K
scour
like that.
the SML merch website, Etsy, eBay, and Evelenka, who made a bunch of custom puppets for Logan. And because he has so many puppets,
Bro, I wish I could get these puppets. They're so expensive, though.
including a ton we don't know about, plus the fact that we don't even know what kind of discounts he got, or how many puppets he even has, it's really hard to
Yeah,
get
we
an
don't know
accurate
the exact number.
Plus, puppets like the Jeffy puppet can't be replicated and are literally priceless, so I'd say it's too hard to actually put a number on how much the SML puppet collection is actually worth. So let's not count that towards our final number. So yeah. This is how much Logan has spent on videos over his nearly 2 decades on YouTube. Pretty crazy, right?
Damn.
By the way, this number could be completely wrong. I have no idea. I'm kind of just guessing.
Pretty good, though. I would say pretty accurate. That's gonna be that in the video. Bye, guys.